Good evening, everyone, from Westview High School in the suburbs of Emma, Indiana. It's Westview Warrior Basketball streaming live on LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller, and Dan Byler will be along a little bit later tonight. And tonight, Coach Chandler Tribble and his Westview Warriors will play host to Aaron Wolf and his Northwood Panthers. The Panthers will be making their 2023-24 debut tonight on the Warrior hardwood as their football team delayed the start of the basketball season for them this year with their long run into the state finals at the 3A football state championship. Last year, Coach Wolf led his team to a 28-2 record and a state championship at Gamebridge Arena in Indianapolis, defeating Gearin Catholic and OT to garner the Class 3A crown. Coach Tribble and his Warriors are off to a good start with victories over Bethany in their opening game and their third game last Friday versus Churubusco. The only setback for the Warriors so far is their loss at 4A Northridge in Game 2 of the season. So the Warriors bring a 2-1 mark into this evening's contest and are hoping to pick up a win against a very talented Northwood team here tonight. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this season's games is J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Our halftime sponsor this season is Pizza Depot in Millersburg, and with their new location opening soon in Middlebury. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange, by Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana on the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. By Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 West in Shipshewana. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshe Automotive Service. They thrive by focusing on the fastest high-quality auto repairs for your car or truck. Just south of US 20 on State Road 5. LaGwana, your local creative services provider. Also by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, located directly across from the Topeka Sale Barn on East Lake Street in Topeka. And by Jerry's Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. Southwind Flooring, featuring carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, natural stone, and LVT and area rugs as well, located at 7300 North, 1000 West, outside of Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. And we'll be back with today's J&R Solutions pregame show after this word from our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we'll go down to the interview with head coach Tribble with Jamie Miller right now.
Churubusco, kind of talk about what you've seen in your team through, I guess, the first month of the season as you started practicing. What are some things you've improved on and really worked on?
Yeah, I feel like our help side defense is getting better, something that's kind of always a work in progress. I also think that our talk on defense has improved, so that's something we're really looking forward to both of those things tonight. And then, obviously in our Northridge game, we had quite a few turnovers. And since then, I feel like that has gotten better. Now we're going to see quite a bit of ball pressure tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping guys understand a little bit better about their spots and where they're supposed to be and how to handle that pressure.
So your reward for beating Churubusco is the state champs in your next game, or defending state champs, I should say. Northwood hasn't played a game this year, correct?
Correct.
So you haven't really got a chance to scout. You talked about pressure. Are you talking about like full court pressure, man-to-man, half court? What kinds of things do they throw at you defensively?
I think they'll pressure our guards in the full court, but then just they're really good athletes that are able to be up in you even in the half court and cause enough pressure, and they're out in passing lanes. So I think that intensity on that end of the floor is going to be something that we've got to be able to handle well and still cut hard and still be strong in triple threat. But yeah, they're a team that's kind of known for that ball pressure and physicality on defense.
What are some of they've lost a couple of key players from last year, but who are a couple of guys that you got to really look out for tonight on Northwood?
Ethan Wolf, their point guard, he shoots it really well, handles it well. He'd be a guy that limits turnovers and can score for him. And then Tyler Rosh, 6'8", big guy. More athletic this year, shoots it better this year. That's just from what I noticed in warm-ups. He's pretty smooth. So those two for sure. And then the rest of them, we don't know the rest of them. So we'll have to figure that out here pretty quickly.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting discovery. So just in summary, for those watching tonight, what are like 2 keys that you need to do well tonight in order to come out here with a win?
We're going to have to make sure that the way we guard ball screens, we do a really good job of that. And then on the offensive side, we're going to have to screen really well and cut hard.
To get guys open.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll be back to Westview right after this.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we're back at Westview. Good to have you along tonight on this rare Thursday night game with the Northwood Panthers, but that's been a perennial thing that's happened for as long as I can remember. It seems like we always play them on Thursday. So
yeah, the Thursday, Saturday,
right,
third week of the season plan, I guess.
Right.
Central Noble at Central Noble on Saturday, and home tonight against Northwood. So.
Northwood did lose some key players, as you mentioned in your interview with Coach Tribble, but they still have a talented bunch coming back here tonight.
Yeah, I think you don't know the depth of Northwood. You look out and you don't see some of the length and athletes that you saw last year warming up, and you're like, whoa, we could be in for a game. And but they have whenever you have a tremendous guy in the middle, and Rouse can hit outside or inside, and you got a guy that can take care of the ball, you can have a good team with that right there.
Right.
And so
the 2 key players are back, basically, or 2 key players in a big guy and Rouse, and then you've got your guard and Aaron Wolf. Or not Aaron, but Ethan.
Ethan Wolf, yeah. And Wolf, the head coach, has been around for, around 20 years now, I believe.
This is his 17th year.
17th?
Yeah, he's been around a while.
And so, he's got a program, so the guys know what's up. And, certain years, like last year, you got enough talent to go all the way.
Yeah.
This year, I don't know. We'll see. Well, who has the advantage tonight? Northwood, who hasn't played a game, or Westview, because we don't know anything about them. So it's almost like going into the Bethany game again because you don't know anything about them.
Yeah, you haven't seen them play.
Yeah, other than the holdovers from the previous year.
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be I think it should be a pretty competitive game. Like Coach said, whoever can. He talked about defensively getting through the ball screens. They set a lot of them, and you got to fight through them. Northwood's going to be physical. And in case you hadn't noticed out there, Rader, he doesn't have his shirt off for the number, but just led the team. Owen Rader, he's number 13, just led the team to the state title in football. And his legs are like tree trunks out there. So if he sets a screen on you, you're probably going to feel it.
Right.
But Northwood's always physical, and we have to be ready for that. And then on offense, he mentioned setting screens. I think we've had a tendency to be a little soft in screen setting. Some of the guys are a little more slender than the than the more experienced Panthers. And so you've really got to fight and muscle, or you can't get anybody open. And so I think that's the focus
well,
there.
a lot of times when we play these NLC teams and the Northridges and the Concords and, of course, Northwood here tonight, you see more physicality in their players, and that's something you just have to try to be as aggressive and defensive as possible with them, but it's sometimes it's a challenge.
I think that I remember I watched Northwood, some of their games, the football team headed toward the finals, and I'm thinking that Seth Russell played football as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
so,
he's another guy, 6'3" senior that was on the football team.
It'd be interesting to see, obviously they're going to be physical and good athletes and they're experienced. How will the lack of playing basketball affect them? Hopefully it affects them a little bit tonight. But,
well, it's a little bit different. They call it, they still have their football legs or whatever.
That's right, yeah. It's a totally different skill set and conditioning and all that. So I think they've obviously had the required amount of practices to be able to be eligible for a game. But be interesting to see. Yeah. But they have a lot of people warming up out there, so they got a pretty deep roster. How many will play, we'll see. But last year we lost, I think it was by 15.
Yeah, it was 59 to 31.
Oh, that's right. The year before it was 15. We lost,
right.
I think, 73-58 the year before.
Yep.
So we're on a 2-game slide. The year before that, we did win. The year that Coach Bentley was in charge, we won. Would have been over there or here? I think maybe over there. Yeah, over there.
Would have been over there.
Yeah, we beat them, I believe, by 13. Which might have been our biggest margin of victory ever over there, possibly.
Probably, yeah. You have to look back, but you're probably right.
So we haven't, probably the history. I didn't look through the whole history, but Northwood tends to win probably 3 out of 4 in this series.
Well, it's in the last 30-some years, 30 years, I guess, where Northwood leads the series 21 wins, 9 losses.
Yeah,
so that's about right.
About 2 out of 3 then, not 3 out of 4, But we've done decent in recent years. I noticed even some of Westview's best teams, just 5-6 years ago, still lost to Northwood.
Right.
It's always a test. It tells you. Last year, clearly they were the best team we played all year.
Yeah.
And so you get an early season test to see how good you are. And at that point, we weren't that good. We went over there and we got taught a few lessons.
Yeah,
but
we did.
By the end of the year, those paid off.
Yep.
And so what can the coach, like you said, win or lose, we're going to know a lot more tonight about who we are and how we are.
This is definitely our toughest test of the year. Nothing against Northridge, but Northwood is a very talented team coming off a state championship. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. We have them on our home court, which maybe gives us a little bit of advantage there. But the kids are going to have to be basketball here tonight to beat these Panthers. So.
And make the easy pass. And Northridge, we were tied with them going into the fourth quarter, and then we came out and decided to just throw it to them instead of our guys.
Yeah.
And that just turned the whole tide. And so that's where you have to improve as a team, really. You have that discipline and that toughness to make the good pass and not turn it over for 4 quarters, and that's what we'll have to do tonight, or you're going to give them easy baskets. You don't want to give a team like Northwood, who hasn't played yet, easy baskets to get them going.
No way. So we're coming up on tip-off here in about a minute and a half. We're going to take another short break here, and we'll be back with tonight's national anthem and then the starting lineups for tonight's game right after this 60-second timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks. along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. That was Morgan Rigsacker, a junior here at Westview, with the national anthem tonight. Great job done by Morgan.
There never seems to be a lack of talented singers at Westview.
Certainly not. No, they just keep coming. Tonight's Westview pregame show was brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet no matter where you live. Call them at 574-349-7673. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups now. First of all, for the Northwood Panthers, Ethan Wolf, a 5'11 senior, wears number 0 on his Panther uniform. Vincent Statz, a 5'11 senior, number 3. Owen Rader, a 5'11 senior. He was the quarterback of the football team. Number 13. Number 22 is their big guy, Caleb Roush, 6'8 junior. And starting at another forward will be Seth Russell, a 6'3 senior, wears number 33. Okay, I have a few corrections to make on their names. But we'll go into the Westview lineup first here. Austin Slaybaugh, a 6'1 freshman at 1 guard. Caden Grau, a 6'3 sophomore at a forward. Luke Helmuth, a 6'1 senior at 1 guard. He's averaging 11.7 points per game. Wiley Minix, a 6'1 senior at 9.7 points per game. He's at a forward. And rounding out the lineup for the Warriors will be number 41, 6'6 senior Wyatt Zepp. And he's averaging 15 points per game.
So 4 seniors and a junior against 3 seniors, a freshman and a sophomore. So some experience on both teams.
So here we go. And let's see, number 3 on their team is Keegan Stats. I was going off an old stat sheet that I had, and I did it in a hurry, and that's what I did. I didn't change some of the first names. I think I got all the last names right, so we'll pick those up as we go here. And it's Roush is Tyler Roush, not Caleb. Northwood, the big guy, Roush, fall-away jumper misses. And our big guy grabs it. Zepp with the rebound.
Yeah, and Owen Rader just ran into him and they called a foul. And he's like, whoa, that's a foul?
That was quick.
It's like, yeah, there's no shoulder pads anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Northwood in a, looks like a trapping
2-1-2.
Yeah, almost like a 2-1-2.
Wiley with a 3, and he hits.
Yeah, it's a big start for Wiley. He's adjusting this year to being a marked man, and so he can get an open shot and knock it down early. That's big.
Roush out front. Stats, he'll get it over to Rader. Back out front, it'll come to Wolf.
You see Wolf, they're going to pressure him out a little higher. He's got pretty deep range, and your normal three-point line defense has to be extended a little bit.
So far, the Warrior defense looks pretty tenacious out there. Roush drives, he'll put it up, misses shot, and he's fouled.
The coach mentioned Roush looks more athletic this year. And there you can see he was aggressive on the first shot of the game, and there he really drove it hard into the lane.
Well, they're looking for more scoring out of Roush this year.
Yeah, he was a little more of a complimentary player
Right.
last year, if you can believe it.
Tyler Roush's first shot is up and good on the free throw. He'll get one more. 3-1 ball game. Westview with a lead on the opening three-pointer by Wiley Minix. Second shot by Roush, rims out, no good. Loose on the floor, chased down by Grau, and he'll get it into the hands of Minix. In now to Luke Helmuth. Northwood, yeah, they're staying in at 2-1-2, it looks like.
Yeah, typically they're a man-to-man team, but they do mix it up a little bit. Especially early in the season, maybe they don't have all the kinks worked out on certain things.
That could be. Wiley another three, and he misses this time.
He was leaning a little bit to the left that time on that shot.
Wolf with the rebound, and he'll bring it up. Stats works his way around the perimeter, now back to Wolf. Roush again, driving hard to the basket, misses. Grau with a rebound for Westview.
The battle of the big men on the perimeter. I'd say Roush has the advantage on the perimeter in that matchup.
Three-pointer for Grau or Zepp from the corner is missed, and we have an offensive foul over the back on Westview. And that must have been Slaybaugh crashing in.
Yeah, their coaches has a little grin on his face over that one. Like, are you kidding me?
Now Grau's going to get whistled for a reach-in.
Yeah, that was legit there.
So for Caden, that'll be his second.
And that's a good way to take a quick seat, is grab 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes.
Owen Brill comes in for Caden Grau. Owen's coming off a great game from last Friday night versus Churubusco. Was complimented by his coach in the postgame interview. Miss and a putback no good, and Luke Helmo stayed right with it and pulled down off the glass for the Warriors. Austin Slaybaugh gets it to Zepp as he had it go off his fingertips, but he chased it down. Back to Slaybaugh down the baseline.
Oh, nice
Puts
fake.
it up.
Oh,
He can't
man.
get it to go. Roush with the rebound for Northwood.
Great move that time by Austin.
It was. Wade Springer getting set to check in to the next stoppage.
That was a double dribble there too, but
Chased down by Russell right at the mid-court stripe. Wiley's out on him. Now they'll get it to big guy. Roush has come way out. He'll hand it off to Rader. Back to Roush. He'll try to drive, spins, knocked away, and into the hands of Brill.
yeah, he likes that spin move, and we caught on to it that time, and Luke jumped in there and was ready for it.
Westview will set up a play. Slaybaugh. Zepp left wide open for three, and it rims out for him. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westview. It'll be Northwood basketball.
Great play call that time, though. Got him wide open, and
Yeah, he had the shot. Austin Slaybaugh comes out as Wade Springer checks in for Westview. 4:02 to go, first quarter. Westview 3, Northwood 1.
well, it is not an offensive masterpiece just yet.
No, certainly not. We'll see if things pick up. Wolf down the baseline. He puts it up. That misses.
Westview doing a nice job of team rebounding. They're really attacking the ball on the defensive glass.
Still hold on to a 2-point lead. Luke from the free throw line, and he hits.
Yeah, Northwood gets we're starting to draw two with our drives, which is drawing the defense and leaving some openings. So that's really what you want to do. I wouldn't be surprised to see them change defenses a little bit.
No, deflection. But it's going to be Westview basketball. Thought it might have been deflected.
Yeah, I thought so too, but
timeout's called by Northwood. It's going to be a full timeout. Coach Aaron Wolf wants to have a long discussion with his team. Down by 4, 5-1 to Westview. 3:19 to go first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at Five Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229. We're back after the timeout called by Northwood. They find themselves down 5-1 to Westview, and Westview with the basketball a chance to add to their lead.
Yeah, and they're back in a 1-3-1 or some version of that right now.
Trying to keep Westview off balance on offense. This time it's knocked away. Wolf comes up with a loose ball on the steal. Now the shot by Rader is short, and he gets his own rebound and puts it up and in.
And now they're going full court pressure here, 1-2-2. Coach talked about this. This is what they were going to do, pressure our guards.
Good press break. Knocked out of bounds by Wolf on the return pass from Zepp. Attempted to get it to Slaybaugh. Westview will inbound right in front of the Northwood coaches.
Well, if we can break that initial pressure, there should be some openings under the basket. But right now they think they went man for a couple of possessions there, and we got some wide open shots, so they're back in their zone.
Wade gets it right side to Austin Slaybaugh. Now to Brill in the corner. He's double teamed, looking for help. Gets it to Luke. Bounce pass inside to Zepp. He'll try to put it up. Looked like he was fouled. Call it a block.
Yeah, he didn't have a very good angle on that shot to be able to protect himself.
With the ball stats. Gets it to Rader. They try to get it inside. Luke with good, or rather Austin Slaybaugh with good anticipation stole the ball. In the corner, Brill left open. His shot is long on the three-point attempt, but an offensive rebound by Austin Slaybaugh, the freshman. Luke backs it out now. Minute 47 to go in the first quarter. Inside pass comes to Zepp. They'll get it up top to Slaybaugh. In the corner, Wade will take the three. He misses. Springer with the miss. The rebound comes down to Stats. He'll get it to Wolf. Minute and a half to go. Wolf with a three. It won't go. And Brill with a rebound for Westview. Holding on to the 2-point lead at 5-3. Luke fakes inside. The little jump hook is good for Luke Helmuth. His 4th point of the game.
Nice job by Luke taking up the space there to use his body to go up into him. And he's, I think, a shoulder to the jaw that time.
Part of the game.
I can feel that because I remember those.
In the corner is Zerker. Zerker has just come in and he misses. Zepp to Springer. Yeah, Northwood looks a little rusty or not quite with the program yet in their first game of the year.
Yeah, and we're getting good shots. They're just not falling right now.
Zepp, reverse layup won't go, gets his own rebound. Putback is no good, but he's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Wyatt Zepp.
Yeah, maybe these free throws will get him untracked a little bit.
Micah Miller will be checking in here after the first free throw. And he hits his first. He'll get one more as Micah Miller will check in. And he must be coming in for Zepp.
Sometimes for a shooter, getting to the free throw line is the best thing you can do. You can see the ball go through the net. And
kind of relaxes you there.
He does.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, yeah, I can make them.
So Zepp will come out, and Micah Miller comes in for him. Yeah, these first 3 ball games, Westview's been going pretty deep in their bench.
About 9 deep.
Right.
Pretty regularly.
Wolf to Roush, and he's going to be whistling for traveling.
Yeah, he tries that spin every single time. We're really ready for it. That's well scouted, even though we haven't seen him do it this year.
We got him off balance that time, and he just couldn't control his feet and traveled with the basketball. 9-3, Westview by 6. Chance to up that. 10 seconds to go, first quarter.
Yeah, against this defense, you pretty much are going to take the first good shot you get.
Well, we got to put it up here. Yeah, we didn't get a shot off. But the Warriors go to their huddle with the lead after the first 8 minutes. Westview 9, Northwood 3. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second break.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
We're back and ready for second quarter action. Good to have you along tonight on a Thursday night. We'll be back in action with the Warriors road trip to Central Noble on Saturday evening. We'll be carrying, it is a doubleheader, the girls and boys will be carrying the boys game. Westview with the ball to begin the second quarter. 3 by Luke is no good, tipped out, still in the air and snatched out of the air by Russell for Northwood.
Well, a lot of our threes have been right on line. They're just either a hair long or a hair short.
Russell out front. He'll get it to Rader, who's come back in. Now Wolf, and we have an offensive foul called on number 5, and that's Grant Miller.
I'm going to put Wiley back in the game. I think that's a good decision to spot him up in the corner on this zone that we're trying to beat.
Wiley with 1 3 tonight. Warriors up 6. Wiley with the basketball, gives it to Helmuth, right back to Wiley.
Northridge looks like more of a 3-2 zone right now.
Brill with the 15-footer has it partially blocked, but Wiley grabs a rebound, or the carom. And now we have a whistle, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Northwood inside.
Could really see the progression of Austin Slaybaugh from his first game. Of course, he only played a few minutes in the first game. To tonight, he really looks a lot more confident out there. He's taking some chances and finding some openings, and that is really, for this team, we really need that. Looks like we got some blood down there, maybe.
Apparently, there's some blood on the floor, so we got to get the hazmat team in here. The Westview hazmat team.
Well,
back in my day.
just throw the towel out there and wipe it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'll give the coaches a chance to get a mini timeout. So, well, this game is the start is kind of taking the crowd out of the game a little bit.
It has.
But I think from a Westview perspective, we haven't shot the ball well, and we're up 6, and we've held them to 3 points. So we're doing some good things defensively. And Northwood, like you said, a little rusty. Their shots look a little rushed. But they're going to settle down. They're going to play better. I think we will too. I think we're playing okay. It looks better when the shots go in.
Well, and if we get a 3-point shot to go in, that's going to light up the crowd.
And if we can just get a little bit bigger of a lead, I think Northwood's going to have to come out of that zone and play some man-to-man, and then we may have a little better advantage. But
good point. So I think we got all the little red spots cleaned up out there, and we should be ready to resume action here. They're trying to figure out where the blood's coming from.
That's what our question was as well. All the players are still out there.
Nobody's claiming.
Maybe it was a sub that's out now or something, but.
And nobody wants to claim.
No, heck
they don't want to come out of the game. So
got Austin Grau back in the game with 2 fouls.
And he receives the inbound pass from Wiley Minix. Minix from the corner right side misses. Good rebound by Austin Slaybaugh. Or Austin, that's not right. Austin, what do we got?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Slaybaugh.
Well, it'd be nice to try to get some 2-point baskets. I think in most games we're shooting 60 or 70% from 2.
Right. Good pass inside Austin. Outside Grau with a 3, and he hits.
Really nice ball movement. That's really improved from early in the season. Austin had a shot there, and as a freshman, a lot of times you're tempted to take it, but when you got a 6'8" guy with long arms in front of you, he thought better of it and kicked it out. So good confidence by Austin coming off the bench cold.
Now Raider drills one from outside. The first 3 of the night for Northwood. The Westview still with a 6-point lead, however. On the baseline was Helmuth. They'll get it out to Grau, back to Helmuth. Right side Zepp. He'll take the jumper off the baseline. Once again, it goes halfway down and comes out.
Yeah, nice move that time.
Wolf takes it down to the baseline and feeds to Russell. Now outside Raider again, and I think that was partially blocked by Luke, but into the hands of Northwood. Now Roush chases it down before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, both teams are getting a little bit into the flow, I think. They're running up and down the court a little bit more and having some more openings.
Yeah, it's looking a little better out there, a little more smooth. Roush takes it into the paint. Fall away jumper is going to be short. Pulled down by Russell. He'll put it up and hits.
Yeah, we're not quite as much of a team on the boards right now. It's a little more one-on-one up there, and we need to go back to attacking that.
Westview had a 9-point lead. Now it's down to a 4-point lead. Bounce pass to Zepp. He'll take it. Can't find a shot. Gives off to Luke for 3. That rims off the back, but Grau with the offensive rebound. Reverse layup by Slaybaugh doesn't go, as it looked like Roush got his hand in there.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little, that possession, I thought we were a little frustrated offensively and hurried to 3 and then kind of threw a layup up there.
Raider muscles his way in, misses the shot badly, however, and Slaybaugh comes up with a rebound for Westview. 4:20 to go, first half. Slaybaugh inside, turnaround jumper is rejected by Roush, but good work, but Luke Helmuth can't get it to go underneath, and now we have a whistle and a hold is called on Westview.
Yeah, Luke, I think he rushed that a little bit. Roush is kind of a intimidator in there. And
yeah. 30-second timeout's being called by Coach Tribble with 4:12 to go. Second quarter, Westview leads it 12-8. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Northwood will be inbounding with 4:12 to go first half as they'll inbound under the Westview basket.
You got a couple of sophomores in the game now for Northwood, number 31 and number 5.
Mason Pearson, a 6'6 sophomore, and that kid grew 3 inches since last year. So they've got some size coming up. Shot by Wolf won't go. We've held Wolf scoreless up to this point.
Wiley fake from 30 feet.
That's right.
Still got their attention.
Yep.
Well, you know, the teams, players that are good shooters, it always kind of averages out, you know. That's how they get the average.
Oh, yeah.
And Zepp and Minix and even Springer, you know, they've been real consistent this year from 3, and so far today they're struggling, but it's bound to even out.
And that's a 3rd foul on Grant Miller off the bench for Northwood.
He just looked at the coach. He said, "That's 3?"
Yeah.
It's like I barely played.
He got 2 quick ones and then that one, so.
Well, he's aggressive.
Yeah. Let's growl with it. He'll give it to Springer. 3.5 minutes to go first half.
This is almost more of a matchup zone.
They come out on us.
Yeah, they really extend it out.
Grout left open for just a split second.
Here's where you really got to be able to penetrate and draw 2 to get.
Oh, good feed coming down the lane. Wade Springer puts it in off the feed from Wiley Minix.
That should be a confidence-building possession right there. We really worked hard against that defense. Good defense, good offense. We were able to get a layup out of it.
That's the other big guy, Mason Pearson, number 31. He'll get it out front now. Wolf, and we have some action underneath. And we have a foul called on Luke Helmuth, and that'll be his 2nd. Brill coming in, Luke coming out.
Yeah, probably try to keep him out for the rest of the half so he doesn't pick that 3rd one up.
Right.
With this physical style, they kind of come in bunches sometimes. But we really need that against Northwood.
Wolf inbounds at the Raider. Brill on him. Gets a screen from Roush.
Good hedge that time by Brill.
Springer.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of staying in front of Wolf, not giving him anything easy. Oh, you got to have your hand up on that.
And it hits a strap on the carom off of Roush's 3 attempt. So it'll be Westview basketball and back right away into the ball game.
Well, so much for that theory. On the other side of it, he's a senior.
Yeah.
He knows. Don't do anything that's obvious.
Springer across the timeline on the pass to Brill, right back to Wade. And now we have an offensive foul on Zepp, I think. Picked that one up underneath.
Yeah, he was setting the screen there on the wing. I just saw the tail end of it. We ran a play there, and we were supposed to throw it to the corner, and we would have had a shot, but we didn't, and so he kept trying to hold the screen, and he was moving, and they got him.
Well, the official is having a discussion with Coach Yoder on the bench.
Yeah.
Rusty, and wasn't even paying attention to the game. Inside pass knocked away by Zepp, but Roush gets it back. He'll hand it off to Raider from the corner. He misses on the 3, and we have an offensive, no, it's going to be a foul on Westview.
Yeah, it's Luke. That's his 3rd.
Wow, that's the chance you take.
He stood right there and didn't move, but because he was bent over, the guy fell over him.
Right. So that'll be 3 on Luke, and I'm sure he's done for the half. Well, I shouldn't say I'm sure.
Well, I think you can say that now.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, that's just, you can't have him getting his 4th. Yeah, that's a big play there. If we could have got that rebound, we wouldn't have had that problem. But
inbound pass comes to Roush. He'll hand it off to Raider. Gets the big pick from Roush, and they missed the three. Springer now with a rebound for Westview. Get it to Grau. Minute and a half to go, first half. Wade Springer in the corner. Grau. Wiley Minnick's back to Springer.
Wade doing a nice job with ball fakes up top, getting the defense to move a little bit. That's a risky pass, but
yeah, that
got away with it.
Cross court. Zepp with the reverse layup won't go, and rebounds yanked down by Roush.
Yeah, he's adjusting to have a taller guy in there, but he needs to take, I think, one more dribble through there, like a little power dribble.
Oh, good steal by Brill. He'll take it the length of the court, puts it up, misses the left-handed layup, and it's pulled down by Roush. Rader with the ball. He'll hand it off to Stats, and now Stats is fouled. I think Wiley Minnick's might have picked that foul up.
Yeah, and that's our 15th foul, I believe. So 2 shots coming. I can't remember the last game I saw at halftime with a 14-8 score.
Yeah. So we're going to, see, like 28-16? Stats at the line he hits.
I can remember painfully being on the tail end of a team that would score in the 20s a few times.
Yeah?
But that's been many years. Now, I still think this is going to break open a little bit in the second half. They're just kind of adjusting to each other.
And Stats hits both his free throws. .47.5 seconds to go. Westview up by 4, 14-10. Austin Slaybaugh back in now. Northwood still in the zone.
Yeah, here's where if you have a special play you want to run, we can wait. Otherwise, let's get a good one.
Oh, Micah Miller checked in too. I think Austin had come in for Luke, I guess. He got into foul trouble. 10 seconds to go in the half. They'll get it down low on the baseline to Micah Miller. And we got a double dribble. I saw it, but then the whistle didn't go off.
Yeah,
right
I don't know what they were trying to run there, but throwing it to Mike in the baseline when he's not a threat from there is probably not what they were trying to do.
So now with 4.3, Northwood has a chance to score here before the half ends.
Yeah, if they'd hit a shot here and just go down in one possession, after the way they started, that would be a big boon for them.
Three-pointer hits off the back of the rim and it's no good, and we've come to the end of the first half of play here at Westview High School. And our score at halftime, Westview 14, Northwood 10. And Dan and Jamie will be back with scoring and stats and our halftime show right after this 2-minute timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service. Call them at 260-768-7119.
Move from ring to ring, catching great deals and unique finds at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Bid on furniture, antiques, art, pottery, tools, architectural salvage, estate items, and more. 6 to 10 auctioneers simultaneously sell inside the Shipshewana Antique Building, and each week it's completely different with amazing sellers and items from all over. Don't miss the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. all year round.
Welcome back to Westview High School for halftime. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring chicken fajita pizza as their December pizza of the month. Well, in case you just tuned in, no, that score is the halftime score, not the first quarter score. Not a whole lot of stats to speak of tonight, at least on the scoreboard. Westview took a timeout with 4:12 left in that first quarter, and it was 12-8. And since that, it's 2-2. So 14-10, Westview in the lead after one half of play. For Northwood tonight, senior guard Ethan Wolf was held scoreless. Number 3, Keegan Stats had 2. Owen Rader, the quarterback, number 13 out there, had 5, 1 3-pointer. Tyler Roush had 1 free throw for a point, and Seth Russell had a basket for 2 for Northwood's total of 10. For Westview, Wade Springer had a nice layup there in the second quarter for 2 points. Caden Grau added a 3-pointer for his only basket of the night. Luke Helmuth, who picked up his 3rd foul, unfortunately, there just before halftime, leads us tonight, believe it or not, with 4 points, two field goals. Wiley Minix added an early 3, and Wyatt Zepp has a couple of free throws for his only 2 points tonight to round out the scoring for Westview of 14. So, pretty clean game, Dan, just not a whole lot of scoring. I can't wait to hear the shooting stats.
Well, you said there's not a lot of stats. There are a lot of stats. There's a lot of rebounds, a lot of missed shots. I have a lot of marks on my paper, but yeah, not a lot of points. The good news is we're 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and they're 3 of 4. So, I mean, there's five out of that total 24 scored between us that came from the free throw line. Yeah, we're shooting a blistering 25% from the field.
Okay.
3 of 12 from inside the arc, 1 of 4 outside. They're doing worse. They're 3 of 15, so they're shooting 20%. So one of 4 also. Both teams are 1 of 4 from 3-point range, and so we're 3 of 12 inside the arc. They're 2 of 11. So basically we took 1 more and made 1 more, but pretty even. Turnovers, I have us with 3, them with 6. A lot of rebounds. We have 11 defensive, 6 offensive, so 17 to get all together, and they have 17 as well, 13 and 4, 13 defensive, 4 offensive. But yeah, so both teams have 1 guy with 3 fouls, and they both those guys picked them all up in the second quarter. Luke Helmuth picked up 3 for us in the second quarter, and Grant Miller, sophomore, came in off the bench, and I mean he picked up 2 fouls with about 40 seconds apart, and he went out and he came back in and immediately picked up another one. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's just
he came to the bench over here, and the coach told him he had 3, and he looked, what? I had 3? He didn't.
I could see down there he was looking. I couldn't hear him. Yeah, he was looking a little perplexed. But yeah.
Yeah, it's really a strange game. I mean, these are 2 historic programs, historically good programs, and we've had some really good games and up and down the floor. Northwood's typically that team that pushes it up the sideline, is trying to get early baskets. Really haven't seen that from them tonight.
No. Well, it's their first game.
It is.
So they're trying to figure things out. We had no film to look at, so fourth game in a row. I imagine you guys talked about that, but 4th game in a row where we had no film to look at.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
no, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, it was the first game for our first 4 opponents. So Coach Tribble had said something about that the other night.
No,
it was off the air.
I wonder if, because Northridge would have played Elkhart.
Yeah, and because of football, their first game didn't get played. Or no.
No, they did play.
You're right. Okay, you're right.
But
I was thinking that. Well, that's right. There probably was film for that. So I guess it's just 3 out of the first 4.
Yeah, still, you wouldn't expect it by your 4th game of the year.
Yeah,
to not have game film.
So yeah, one other thing I could point out is we'd hit a 3 there. Grau hit a 3 towards the beginning of the second quarter. That was our biggest lead of the game. We were up 9, so it was 12-3 at that point. So yeah, they outscored us 7-2 to finish out the second quarter.
Do you know when he hit that? Like
I didn't write it down. No.
So that we've only had 1 basket since then.
Yes.
That would have been
Wade's
layup there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that shot, by the way. All the big guys are afraid to shoot against Roush in there, and Wade just drives in there, put a little floater up and over him, and scored on him. So.
Yeah, I think Zepp can do some things in there. I think he's got to take one more step in there, one more dribble, and position himself a little bit better because Roush's reach it's longer than his.
Well, he's completely blocked. Is it 2 or 3? And he's touched several more, and he's altered who knows how many shots, or just kept guys from even shooting because they're like, oh crap.
Early on, we shot a lot of threes. I think Wiley's 1 for 2, Zepp's 0 for 2, Luke's 0 for 2. See who else shot a 3 out there.
Yeah, Wiley's 1 of 3.
Okay.
Springer tried.
Springer
tried.
He
one.
was 0 of 1.
And Zepp 0 for 2. So yeah.
So 1 for 7.
And Helmuth tried 1. Grau's 100%.
Yeah, he's been real consistent out there. So, well, I would expect the shooting percentages. This zone isn't helping anything. We can't really get in a rhythm. So, Westview out here warming up. About 1:50 to go before we inbound the ball. I believe it's going to be Westview. No, it's going to be Northwood basketball to start this second half. So it'd be interesting to see some of the changes the coaching staff might have made in that first half. But, we got to be – it's almost like just this first half is just a wash. Now let's go start over because both teams probably wish they would have shot better or played better. But
that's right, Jamie. You hit it right on the head. Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to see a different second half. I'm not sure what you and Dan talked about, but I look forward to be a different second half than that first half.
Tonight's halftime show was brought to you by the Pizza Depot in Millersburg, featuring chicken fajita pizza as their December pizza of the month. So we got a minute to go here. Teams running over to their bench. I would expect Northwood to come out, maybe try to push the ball a little bit more. We did mention that. Typically they're a team that likes to push it really quick up the sideline. But, they got different personnel this year, too.
They do.
And I can't think of his name at the minute, but their big guard they had last year.
Oh, yeah.
That would shoot it from 27 feet and drive to the basket, just kind of control the action out there is gone.
Right.
And so that makes a big difference when you're floor general. I kind of think of it almost as what Westview was like when we lost Elijah Hales.
Right.
For 4 years, his big body could defend anybody. He handled the ball. He could break the press by himself. And so it's a big adjustment when you go into the next year without that.
That guy was a pretty decent shooter, too, wasn't he?
Who, Hales?
Yeah. I remember one particular game where he won us the game with the last-second shot.
Yep. Just the thing I remember about him more than anything is just put him on the other team's best player, and that other player didn't score.
Right.
I mean, they just
defense was his forte, but he was a good shooter, too, as far as that goes.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, 1,000-point score. So I think I'm not sure where he's at right now. He was playing up at the University of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Then he went to DePaul.
He went to DePaul for a while, but yeah. Northwood with a basketball to start the second half. Look like the same starting lineups on the floor. Ball kicked out of bounds by Northwood, so it'll be a unforced turnover on them to begin.
A little bit of a break there as Luke reached in to smack that ball off of his leg.
Right off his leg.
Depending what mood the referee's in right there, that could have been his 4th foul.
That's true. Yeah, that would have been not good for Westview. Now Slaybaugh started to make a pass, then tried to get it back, and it fell down, and he couldn't re-grab it.
Well, it was a smart play there.
Yeah.
Once you lost it, he tried to kind of position himself to grab it back when they touched it. And
then he picked up his second foul of the evening, so That'll be number 2 on Austin Slabaugh. Northwood with the basketball stats gets it to Wolf. And we have an offensive foul on Northwood. I think that's going to be called on a moving
Russell.
screen on Russell. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and the ref's showing him exactly what he did. You know, that works good in football when you're trying to block somebody, but
That's right. I'm not sure what Russell played. He looks like he could have been a tight end maybe.
yeah,
or
I think he might. I don't know if he played both
linebacker.
ways or not.
Yeah.
But
Muscular kid.
well, we got to have somebody that can get the ball in the middle of the lane, attract some defense, like right there, and then pitch it out, and we got to hit a shot.
There's Wiley with an opener. Can't get it. But a good offensive rebound by Austin Slabaugh. Zepp with it.
That had to be a foul. He got hit twice.
Yeah. Loose on the floor, and it was picked up by Northwood after a lot of contact there, but no whistle.
Well, when you start missing, I think we're like 1 for 8 or 1 for 9 from 3 now. It really starts, you really tense up the next time you go shoot. We need one of those to go down, and it's going to just relax everybody.
Wolf on the baseline to Roush. She'll shoot a fadeaway jumper is good. And for Roush, that's his first
First
points
field
from
goal.
the field tonight.
Yeah, he's really pushed it.
Zepp left open. Oh, he
my
can't get it. It
goodness.
looked like that was good. And now with another offensive rebound for Westview. This time it's Caden Grau. And he's fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line shooting 2.
Coach calling Zepp over just to encourage him a little bit. I think he's the kind of, I don't know him, but he seems like the kind of kid that really is trying so hard that when he misses, he's really frustrated with himself.
Yeah, it kind of gets down on
And
himself.
you can't. I mean, we need him. He's a very good shooter. He knows it. The team knows it. Hey, we scored.
All right.
That's our first.
1 out of 2 go for Grau.
We're going to go over to Central Noble Saturday, and we're going to probably hang 80 on them. We're going to hit everything. No, I'm just not a prediction. But, yeah.
That seems like the way it goes, though.
It's just one of these games you just got to fight and find a way.
Well, Roush is kind of taking control here as he scored the last 4 Northwood points.
Yeah, he spins every time, and we weren't ready for the spin that time.
Zepp double team to get it out to Grau.
Northwood really cognizant of who our shooters are.
They certainly are. They got them covered up. Wiley.
Yeah, a little better pass that time. He'd probably had the shot, but that's what we want to do. Get it in the middle, get it to the shooters.
Grau drives. He'll give it to Wiley, who's left open, and he hits from the corner.
There we go. Yeah, we're starting to get a feel for that zone a little bit now. That'll probably make them change defenses.
18-14, Westview by 4 now after the 3 by Wiley Minix, his second of the night. Wolf pops a 3, and he misses. He's still been held out of the scorebook tonight. And we're almost halfway through the third quarter. Inside the lane, Helmuth. Good feed down low to Slabaugh. Luke gets it back, high post right side, misses a shot, but Wiley gets in there for the offensive board. Ground shots off the mark. Tipped around, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Northwood will be Westview basketball.
Yeah, I thought too they hit it last,
Yeah,
and then
looked like
Wiley
it.
tried to save it. Good call by their official that time.
So Slabaugh will inbound it right down in the corner.
A little bit of a tough spot to
Yeah.
throw it in, but one thing is we have this year a little more is length, and so it's a little bit easier to get the ball in.
It definitely is. You get Zepp in there at 6'6". And then Grau's 6'4". Oh, he looks like he's 6'4".
Yeah, he might be by next week the way he's growing.
Looks like he's 6'4" now. They list him at 6'3".
Yeah, I like the offensive change that Westview's done. We're putting Luke in the middle there, and that's where he's at his best.
Yeah.
Is, especially against this defense, is creating, dishing, taking it to the basket. He's not afraid to go up against a bigger guy.
Wolf picks up his first personal foul. Helmuth gets to Slaybaugh. Northwood staying in their zone defense. I don't think, well, maybe for a little bit they went away from that, went to a man. Oh, there's an unforced error by Westview. But yeah, they've been in their zone just about the entire game.
Yeah, really unusual to see.
18-14, Westview with the lead. Wade Springer will check in at the next stoppage of play. 3:50 to go, third quarter. Once again, the big guy, Roush, inside. He puts it up, misses, but he'll be shooting 2 from the charity stripe.
They're really trying to get Roush involved this half, which I would too. He's their best offensive threat. And I think, does he even have, yeah, he has 1 foul.
Yeah, that's his first. Yeah. Look at Roush. Minix with 1. Brill comes out. Wade comes in. Springer. Wiley Minix comes out. Offensive rebound off the missed free throws, no good. And then Russell gets it. He puts it up. Looked like he traveled. And he misses. So coming down with a rebound is Luke Helmuth. Springer gets it to Luke out front between the circles. Back to Springer, and Springer will set things up.
What you have to do with this is you have to kind of time. If you're going to swing it to one side, you want to have a guy setting a screen on that side so we can get an open shot out of it. But we're not able to do that right now.
Good no-look pass to Brill. Maybe he should have shot that instead of trying to work it inside.
They're just so quick and long out there.
Yeah, they got to that.
Covering the shooters that it's hard to get a shot off.
Tipped out of bounds by Northwood, so Luke Helmuth will inbound it for Westview. He'll lob it into Wade Springer.
Now, right there, if Grau would have set a screen, we would have had an open shot, but we're not necessarily just looking for threes.
Fake shot over Roush is no good, and Roush pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, not a bad shot there, though. Take it right at him.
Right. Rader gets it to Wolf. Left side of Roush. Wolf looking for help, gets it to Rader. Now Stats with the basketball.
Nice job by Owen getting over that screen.
Backdoor pass to Wolf, and he gets his first 2 points of the game. 18-17, now Northwood's pulled within a point. 2:20 to go, third quarter.
Last time they got within 1, we hit a 3.
There we go, Zepp, yeah! And history repeats.
Problem has been hitting back-to-back, where we could really open up a little working room.
That's right. Wyatt Zepp with his first 3 of the night. And we have an offensive foul again on Northwood.
Yeah, same guy, 33.
Russell, the football player. His second. Into the ball game comes Micah Miller.
Westview going with a little bit of a bigger lineup now, bringing Micah and Zepp in at the same time. And we got Wiley back in there too. So it's really kind of our biggest lineup. Well, Wiley and Austin, I guess, are about the same height.
Yeah, Wiley's listed at 6'1". Austin's at 6'1" as well. Springer out front. There's number 3 this year. Well, tried to get the interior pass, Micah did, and that was covered up in a hurry.
Yeah, that's just a terrible pass. Nothing much else you can say about that.
Wolf
threw it into a triple
jumper.
team.
Yep, Wolf misses a jumper. Yep.
Well, I think what we had there, we got a bigger lineup, but we don't have quite the same skill sets in there, and so we got a couple of big guys doing things that maybe they aren't accustomed to doing.
Looks a little uncomfortable out there.
I think they're going to bring Austin back in here because we just didn't have the same ball movement. It was It was pretty obvious right away.
Austin got a little bit of a rest there, and he's back in the ball game. And he'll inbound for Westview. 1:05 to go, third quarter. Wiley takes the long pass out front. Back to Slaybaugh. Brill in the corner, gets it out to Slaybaugh. Now to Zepp. Zepp fakes the three, draws attention down there with two players. Brill now left open for three, misses, but the tip in as Wiley Minix is right there for the rebound.
That was clearly a lob pass.
Of course, that's exactly right.
Well, he rushed the shot. I could tell it was,
Yeah.
he just, you don't have much time to shoot it against Northwood.
There goes Roush to the basket, and he scores again.
Yeah, nice play that time by Roush. He's really a skilled athlete, and he's starting to feel it a little bit.
Well, now he's mixing up his moves a little bit. He did that. Hey, there's Zepp in the corner. His second three in the second half.
Yeah, nice play by Austin. There you can just see him, really, his talent's coming through there.
7-point lead now for Westview. Wolf drives aggressively, has it knocked away and blocked. And now we have a time, the time runs out here in the third quarter. Good finish by the Warriors as they go up 26-19 after the first 3 quarters of play. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Westview, where we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Westview with a relative flurry of points there at the end of the quarter. With a couple of threes and some good defense. Nice block on that last possession by a freshman, Austin Slaybaugh. And he's done a nice job on Ethan Wolf tonight, I think. He's really held his own. He just plays so much older than he is. I'm really impressed.
Yeah. You think the kid had played 3 years already. But
yeah, his athleticism, his length, that really helps us, and then the good decision-making.
Right. Westview with the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Slaybaugh.
Westview going with their small lineup right now.
Minix a three, won't go. And Roush hits the glass, and we have a foul. It's going to be called on Westview, and I think it's either Grau or Slaybaugh.
Man, that would have been huge if Wiley would have made that, but I'm glad he's still shooting it. We've seen Wiley before have a mediocre shooting performance and then get hot, and then all of a sudden you got 9 points on the board.
Right.
And if he could pull that off, this game would be pretty much done.
Stats is tripped up, loses control of the basketball, and into the hands of Wade Springer. Back come the Warriors now.
Yeah, it's just good defense by Wade. You know, if we could get one more basket, I say we pull them out of this zone.
Yeah.
But if we're going to keep turning it over.
Now Roush, he'll take it all the way down, puts it up and in.
Turnovers.
Officials timeout as we have an untied shoe here on the court. That would be Austin Slaybaugh. And so Westview will inbound.
Yeah, Austin had a beat on that from behind, but just couldn't catch him. He really showed his athleticism there, taking that coast to coast.
5-point Westview lead, 26-21. Wiley is double teamed, ball knocked out of bounds. Well, no, a timeout's called, a 30-second timeout to avoid the jump ball there by, or the held ball by Coach Tribble.
Yeah, a little bit of a shaky start to the offensively to this quarter.
Right. We'll take a quick 30 here. We'll be back.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
We're back and ready to resume play after the 30-second timeout called by Westview. Caden Grau will be inbounding the ball right in front of his bench.
Yeah, that was the first time we've gone with a lineup without Zepp. And so far, we're not showing too many fruits of it. A little bit different setup right now. Looks like we're just going to pull it out and make them extend their defense a little bit. Got more of a high, like a one.
Well,
I'm not sure what we're doing out of
double team. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh, good pass underneath, and Luke with a reverse layup and good.
Yeah, I think that was by design to try to draw them out just a little bit and open some space to get a layup.
7-point lead now for Westview. 5 minutes, just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Wolf gets it to Rader. Rader into the paint, puts up the jumper, won't go. Slaybaugh with a rebound up court to Wiley Minix.
Well, this is just a great test for our team to have these situations where you're just grinding out a victory or trying to grind out a victory, trying to adjust to their zone, just having to be tough with the ball. Northwood going man-to-man now, I believe, or a trap, one of the two.
Coach Wolf called out.
Yeah, whatever
something.
fist means.
Wade drove it in, lost control, didn't get the shot off, but there's no shot clock, of course, in high school, so you don't have to worry about it. Now we have a whistle and a foul's called. That's got to go against Northwood.
I don't know if they got a timeout first or a foul.
Maybe. Well, the officials are discussing it at center court.
I think they're just going to give them a timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back right after this.
Move from ring to ring, catching great deals and unique finds at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Bid on furniture, antiques, art, pottery, tools, architectural salvage, estate items, and more. 6 to 10 auctioneers simultaneously sell inside the Shipshewana Antique Building. And each week, it's completely different with amazing sellers and items from all over. Don't miss the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. all year round.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Westview with a 7-point lead with 5:04 to go in this ball game, and they'll be inbounding. Wade Springer gets it in to Austin Slaybaugh.
I think Northwood is going to go to is going to go to more of a trap here instead of just a zone.
Wade looking for the handle, gets it back, gives it to Wiley Minix.
The key here is to keep it moving quick. Hang on to it, and they're just going to attack you. And we got to spread out a little bit.
And we have a foul on Northwood.
It wouldn't hurt to get them up to 5 fouls either.
That's number 2 on Wolf.
It's only their first for the quarter.
Once again, there's 5 fouls per team per quarter, and then you go into a 2-shot foul.
Having Roush out there out front really presents a problem. He's tipped the last 2 passes. I'd like to see us get this thing in the middle and we get a layup out of it.
Ball knocked away from behind by Northwood. It'll go out of bounds, but Westview will retain possession. Yeah, he's a presence out there. I tell you, it's hard to get around him. 6'8".
Yeah, when you have that wingspan and put him at the front of anything, it's hard to throw the ball around it. You're not used to that. No matter how much you try to adjust, you're just not used to it, and your normal passes just don't work.
Wiley with an open three, misses short. Rebound comes down to Raider for Northwood. 4:10 to go in the ball game. Raider drives it, stops up just outside the lane at the free throw line, gives off to Wolf. Good defense by Slaybaugh. Roush now misses a shot, and a rebound. Luke Holmuth with the basketball. Baseball pass up court. Wiley Biddix drives all the way to the basket and draws a foul on Russell.
Nice screen that time by Wade Springer to let Wiley get that drive to the basket.
It's going to be the third foul on Russell. Two-shot foul coming for Wiley. And a timeout called this time by Coach Wolf.
This game is just bound and determined to be a slow slugfest, isn't it? We finally get a little, and we'll have a timeout.
Yeah.
Both coaches doing their best to try to win.
Full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout here, and we'll be back right after this.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
And we're back at Westview.
Westview going to the line for 2 shots. Wiley trying to get his stroke back on track here and give Westview, it would tie our biggest lead. We were up 12-3 for our 9-point lead,
right.
And this would tie that if he can knock these 2 down. Looks like he came out of the huddle there with something up his nose. I'm sure that makes it easy to concentrate on your free throws.
Yeah. I don't think I'd like that very well. I've had that happen a few times. But, yeah, that's where he got hit, on that side of his face. So
I'll be interested to see. I know this would have been a 2-shot foul anyhow, as to what the free throw percentages changed this year with no 1-and-1s.
That's right.
If that lack of pressure helps or hurts.
You know, you might tend to concentrate a little bit more if you know you have to hit that first one.
Yep.
So, yeah, could make a difference. Wiley hits 1 of 2 there, his first free throw of the night. 9 points now for Wiley. 29-21, Westview by 8. Roush gets it left side. Wolf with a 3, well short. The rebound, Wiley Minix. Outlet pass comes to Luke Helmuth, and they'll slow things up.
Yeah, Luke had thoughts about taking it in there. It wouldn't have been a terrible play, but probably a good decision to bring it out and burn some more clock.
Good ball movement. Now Slaybaugh has trouble, goes between the 2 defensive players for Northwood and draws a foul. This one is going against the big guy Roush, and that's his second.
He's played, I think, every minute of the game.
I don't remember him coming out. Well, maybe, yeah, the other 6'6" guy, was he in there at the same time? Or their big guy?
He might have had a little rest. They were both in there, I thought, a little bit together, but he might have had a little rest.
Yeah, we have another foul. This time it's going to go against Stats, number 3. And for Stats, that's his first.
Well, I think if you're Northwood, you almost have to do that. I mean, how long are you going to wait? You're down 8. And with the scoring in this game, that's a fairly big lead.
Right.
And so, much as you don't really want to do that.
So the next foul, Westview will be shooting 2. Springer with the ball. He's trapped out front. Gets it out of trouble to Slaybaugh. Back to Springer. And we have a double dribble on Wade.
Yeah, that was the right call. He was. I think he was going to pass it, then thought better of it, and then it was too late.
Yep.
So now we got to get another stop.
Inside 3 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. 29-21 Westview. Roush to Stats. Now right side will come to Rader. Wolf drives it, puts a shot up. Got a body foul on Westview there, so Wolf will go to the stripe shooting 2.
Yeah, I think that's on Minix.
Yep, Wiley it is, and it's number 2 on Minix.
Westview has really nobody in foul trouble. Luke would have been considered that in the first half, but he hasn't had any fouls this half yet.
2:41 to go. Northwood at the charity stripe. Wolf misses short. Northwood certainly hasn't looked like they have in past years tonight.
If you're a Northwood fan and your last remembrance of Northwood was a state championship, this has got to be a slap in the face.
Man, the crowd's pretty quiet behind us tonight.
I mean, they're really, it's a proud program, and they've had a great run, and they're going to have a great season. They got a lot of talent out there. It's just not all coming together tonight. So I think this is just a 30.
Yeah, it's a tough start for them. First game of the year.
Well, it's like we talked about against Bethany. You got different guys in different roles. You know, I can't think of the guy's name last year, but he took a lot of pressure off everybody else for Northwood.
Yeah.
And he's gone, and so the defense, defensive pressure really can focus on like Wolf and the other players.
Right.
And so it takes them a little time to adjust, and when you come out and you shoot like that, it doesn't help anything.
Westview will inbound underneath the Northwood basket, and of course they'll be putting on the full court pressure here.
Pretty much going to come down to if we can hit our free throws, we'll win this game.
That's all it takes. Wade across the timeline. We'll get it out front to Slaybaugh. He'll take it all the way in and then dish off to Wiley Minix. Out of Wade. 2:24 to go in the ball game. Westview looking to get as much time off the clock as possible.
Yeah, it's good practice with ball handling and handling pressure and where to position yourself and not turn it over.
Like there, Wolf puts it up and in on the breakaway.
Well, and that's why they didn't foul, because they were just waiting for us to make a mistake, and I think that's 2 possessions in a row now. So we need to get a shot or get free throws here. I think it's hard. It's a tough, we're getting layup attempts, or potential, but you got a 6'8" guy in there ready to erase it. So we're not getting the normal easy shots you get off of breaking pressure.
5-point lead for Westview with 1:39 to go in the ball game. Slaybaugh to Zepp. That'll come to Springer. Springer gets it to Slaybaugh. And we have a reach-in foul called on Wolf. That'll be number 3 on Ethan Wolf.
Westview's last point was somewhere between the 5 and 6 minute mark of this quarter.
Yeah, we need a couple free throws here.
Yeah, that really, I think, relax us a little bit.
Slaybaugh hits off the back of the rim. They'll get one more. Austin's been held out of the scorebook tonight. Second shot is good.
There we go. Oh,
no. Stepped over the line, so it's a line violation. So wipe off that free throw. Wow.
Well, we didn't think it would be easy, did we?
No, and it's turning
Close this thing out. This
Wow.
is usually about the time of the game where the opponent hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope your prediction doesn't come true here. Wolf forces up a three, and he misses, and it hits the strap, and it almost got stuck up there.
That was probably his worst attempt of the night, but it had the best chance of going in, I thought. It was like, great, he's going to hit that.
Yeah. Springer will try to inbound now for Westview. 1:17 to go in the ball game. Westview by 5, 29, or rather 6, 29, no, 5, 29, 24. Ball knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay in the possession of Westview.
Yeah, I didn't like our spacing that time. We had two guys standing there at half court and too many defenders in the area. We need to just move. Let Luke bring that thing up by himself.
Luke looking to inbound, and it's stolen, or almost stolen. Saved inbounds, now stolen back, and Roush gets it. Now we have a whistle and a foul, and that's probably going to go against Westview at will. That'll be on Springer.
Yeah, that's our third or fourth team foul. Third
team foul, first on Springer.
But that's 3 straight turnovers. Oh no, we had a free throw in the last possession. So 3 out of 4 possessions with turnovers. So we're flailing a little bit here.
Rader with an offensive foul as he drives to the basket, missed the shot, and
there's Wade making up for his turnover. Nice job by Wade sticking in there. He saw him coming, and well, does somebody want to win this game?
Yeah, no kidding. Inside a minute now, it'll be decided here pretty soon.
The score this quarter is 3-5. 3 from Westview, 5 from Northwood.
You know, we might not see another game. Well, we probably won't.
We won't.
This score.
There's no way.
Lowest score. No, I can't imagine. I mean, a few years ago, who were we playing where they always stalled and it was one of these real close ball games like this?
Yeah, we've had some of those teams over the years where you dreaded playing them because if you got down by 5,
right,
you were done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fortunately, we haven't seen too much of that in recent years, but Central Noble, a long time ago, had a team like that.
Yeah.
Jimtown.
Might be thinking of Jimtown. They're off our schedule now. Luke Helmuth hits both free throws.
Way to step up, Luke, and hit both free throws.
That's being a senior. Driving is Wolf, and he misses a shot, but he's fouled. He'll get 2 without the clock moving.
Yeah, they're not getting through. They've gotten through that screen all night. And the last couple of times they haven't. Now, we did get a charge taken on the last one.
Right.
But we, can't let up on defense just because we got a 7-point lead. Our normally raucous cheer block is even kind of, they don't even know what to say at this point. They were taunting Ethan Wolf on his last free throws, and this time they're dead silent.
5 points now for Wolf, and now 6 as he hits both free throws. Scoreboard's got him for 7. 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Westview with the basketball, leading by 5, 31-26, and a foul on Northwood. That's going to be on Rader, his second.
Well, with a 2-possession game like this, worst case, let's say we don't hit these free throws, you really want to stop the 3-point shot. Make them make 2s. That makes it a 3-possession game. And if you hit these free throws, it just makes it even nicer.
Shots up and good by Slaybaugh.
He's really mentally tough. You know, those last 2 free throws, one missed, and then he crossed the line on the second one, but he just stepped up there and
looked pretty comfortable
like
on that one.
He was in the backyard hitting that one.
That's right. Hits them both, 33-26. Westview with the lead with just 32 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, here's where we need to make him take a little time.
Wolf misses from outside, and then Luke is hit hard as he went for the basketball, so we'll go to the other end, and Luke will be shooting a couple of free throws. $27.3. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So it was, what year do you think we beat them? Just a few years ago, maybe.
Northwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 3 years ago.
Right.
Not the last 2, but the previous one.
Doesn't happen often, but it looks like it's going to happen tonight.
Yeah,
Luke gets his first.
I'd say it's looking more likely.
Yeah, he hits them both without hitting the rim. 10 points now for Luke tonight. All net there. 35-26, Westview up to 9-point lead, their biggest of the night. Roush is left go, and he puts it in off the glass, and a full timeout called by Wolf. 35-28, 18.3 to go. give us a little chance to talk about what we have coming up in the next couple days. We'll be traveling down to Central Noble, and we'll bring you the Central Noble Westview game, boys game. So we'll join you around 7:15 from Central Noble on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Northwood's got going on, or Central Noble has going on this year as far as what they've done so far. But it's early in the season, so it's hard to tell much either way.
Right. Yeah, I didn't bring their schedule along. Sometimes I'll bring if we're playing a conference team, I'll bring the conference standings and their results and that type of thing. But I didn't tonight because we're playing Northwood. So, but I think they're down this year a little bit.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see with the new coaching staff. And
right.
They were really, I think they had several players coming back, though. They had a good junior class, if I remember right.
Their new coach, his last name is Lemon, and I know they had a few years ago a big kid that was, his last name was Lemon. Wonder if they're related.
I think the Ossegian kid's still there. My understanding, he had transferred, but then transferred back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess his name was on the roster. I just glanced at it today. Luke will be going back to the free throw line, trying to add to his total for the evening of 10 points. This is going to be a big win for Westview against a Northern Lakes Conference team.
Yeah, no matter how ugly it is, you can beat Northwood. You're doing something right.
This is probably the quietest gym that we've had for a Westview win. You know?
This is almost like a tennis match.
Yeah,
it's like
not much going on.
Well, fans come for up and down and scoring, and there hadn't been much of that tonight.
Right.
So 8-point lead, 12 seconds to go.
Wolf will probably launch a three if he can. He's inside the arc, misses everything, and Wade Springer grabs a rebound.
Yeah, I think one thing that's underrated is Austin Slaybaugh's defense on Ethan Wolf tonight.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Tremendous.
He held them to 4 points, or Westview did tonight, but Slaybaugh, you have to give him a lot of credit, the freshman, for having that assignment and taking care of a senior like Ethan Wolf. The final score here tonight, Westview defeats Northwood 36-28. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with Dan and Jamie and wrap things up here at Westview right after this 2-minute timeout.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service. Call them at 260-768-7119.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through, or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom, filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Welcome back to Westview, where we have just witnessed a 36-28 Westview victory over Northwood.
Yep.
The 8-point hard-fought victory wasn't pretty, but it did. It was competitive, really all through. Pretty well-played game, just not good shooting overall. Good defense by both teams. I thought, particular tonight, Austin Slayball's defense on Ethan Wolf, I thought made a big difference. He's kind of the head of the snake out there, and his length and athleticism, he stayed in front of him and really made it hard on Ethan. He did end up with 7 points, Ethan Wolf did, for Northwood. He's actually their second leading scorer. Keegan Stats had 2 all in the first half. Owen Rader had all 5 of his in the first half. Tyler Roush had 1 in the first half, 10 in the second to finish with 11 to lead Northwood tonight. And Seth Russell had 2. For Westview, Wade Springer had 2, Austin Slaybaugh 2, Caden Grau 4. Luke Helmuth led Westview tonight with 11. Wiley Minix added 9, and Wyatt Zepp had 6 of his 8 points in the second half. And we are joined right now by our leading scorer tonight, Luke Helmuth. Luke, nice job nailing down those free throws. We're done chewing our nails over here, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
So what was going through your team huddles out there tonight? It was kind of a grind out there tonight. Was that the type of defense you were expecting them to play, or you just didn't really know?
Oh, no, not really. We haven't seen any film on them since this is the first game after because of the football state. But we kind of came out here expecting whatever, and we just knew that we had to up our defense from the past weeks. And we knew if we did that, we had a good chance to win.
Yeah, holding them to 28 points. We were trying to figure out the last time Northwood's been held under 30 points. And, they missed some shots, but you guys made him take tough ones. And the coach talked before the game about getting through screens down here on offense. So what was your assessment of how you guys did that tonight?
Definitely talking. We've had a good week of practice and talking all that. But I felt the need, me and Wiley, to really lead the team in talking tonight. And if we get the team talking, we get through those screens easier. Yeah, some teams are a little quieter than others just by nature. And so, that leadership out there was evident tonight. You guys, I thought you handled the ball really well. We had some turnovers, but with all the pressure and the traps, and they had that 6'8" wingspan out there at the point, it's hard to throw it around that. Yep.
So nice job tonight on that.
Your freshman, Austin Slaybaugh, played excellent ball tonight, shutting Wolf down. He guarded him most of the ball game, and I'm sure Coach is happy with that, and you guys as teammates, I would think.
Yeah, he did a great job.
So I noticed you had no fouls in the second half. How is that possible?
I don't know. I mean, after the first 3 in the second quarter, halfway through the second quarter, I kind of just really knew I had to step back. I mean, play aggressive, but keep my hands off.
Yeah, you adjusted to the refereeing.
Yeah.
And I thought they were pretty consistent. And your physical style is certainly needed, especially against Northwood. And so I thought that was big, though, that you were able to stay out of foul trouble. And, I think the next game you guys are going to have a lot of opportunities at the rim that you couldn't take tonight.
Yeah.
Talk about trying to drive in there and shoot it over Tyler Roush.
Yep. It's hard to score against a guy like that. You just got to go through their chest a little bit, hope you get a foul call, but we definitely moved the ball and passed it out well, so I think the whole team did a great job at that.
Yeah,
adjusting.
I thought so too. I thought your ball movement was probably the best I've seen yet this year. So
we had some key shots, key three-pointers to get back into it. When they'd start to break into the lead a little bit, it got it down to I think 4 was the closest maybe, but you guys would hit a key 3 and right back on top again. So
yep.
Yeah. In closing here, talk about a little bit about the mental toughness it takes. Younger teams, when they're not scoring, they don't defend either. You guys kept defending. Dan has the stats on what you shot for the night, but just talk about how you tried to keep the guys going. What you talked about in the huddle about defending, even if the shots aren't dropping.
Yeah, I think the coaches do a great job at really encouraging. Defense first, offense second at practices and all that. So I think it's kind of just engraved in the team a little bit already. So if we're not hitting shots, we can at least play defense. That can be at least consistent all the time.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. So Central Noble, you thought ahead to them, looked at them. Do you know anything about them?
We haven't looked at them. I mean, I've watched some, and I think Coach has watched a lot, but we're looking forward to that game too.
Yeah, big conference game next week. So
on the road down there, so good luck with that.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the victory tonight. It's always great beating a Northern Lakes Conference team. They're always bigger kids, it seems like. Of course, a bigger school. You got a 4A school there. or 3A, and 4A with Northridge. But yeah, it's a great win for you guys, and congratulations. Good luck Saturday night in that big conference game down at Central Noble. They're undefeated, so
yeah, it'll be a fun one.
Hand them their first loss, okay?
Yep.
All right, Luke, thanks a lot for stopping by. Yeah, good job. I didn't have changed on my scorecard earlier this year, so I was calling him a junior. But
yeah, he's presence out there, but he's really improved in decision making. So that's just gratifying to see.
You nailed it right into the ball game in that first half, and he had 2 fouls then. And back in there, he's a senior.
Yeah,
but
he did.
It was
he played the whole second half without a foul. So.
Right. So that proved it. Dan, go ahead. We kind of interrupted there. Well, I guess you got the scoring done, right?
Other than, I mean, we had a string where we scored 7 straight at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter. That was a 3 and a 2. That's the biggest back-to-back point at a time without us scoring. 0.5% from the field, according to my stats. 5 of 17 outside the arc. Made 1 3 out of 13 is what I'm showing.
Wow.
So yeah, it's probably first game. It didn't look very smooth yet. Second half is first half we had only 3 turnovers, and I show in this 12 turnovers.
I think 4 out of 5 possessions or 3 out of 4 there in the last 3 minutes we had turnovers.
So yeah, it was just
fourth quarter.
Yeah, we went almost 5 minutes without a point.
Yeah,
right.
we
on those stats they were 9 for 36 overall, so 25% for the game for them.
Yep, 25% for us, 29.5% for us. So we outdid them by 4.5%.
This is one of those games for the record books that nobody will probably ever know about. But both teams shooting under 30%.
Yeah.
Northwood under 30 points. Winning a game, scoring 36. I mean,
okay, if somebody would have told you that this is what we're going to shoot tonight, I'm not going to give you the final score. Who won this ball game?
You know, all it would have taken is one team hitting a normal percentage, and it's a blowout.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, if we hit 3 more threes, this game's not even
not
in the game.
Unbelievable.
But it was good defense on both ends.
But the bottom line, it's a win for Westview against a good program, good basketball program, and a well-respected coach, no doubt. So it's a great win for Westview.
Definitely.
No matter how you cut it up and stats that.
Well, it's a big change.
Out,
the biggest change, besides the keys the coach had, was the turnovers. Northridge, we lost that game because of the turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Tonight we weren't great, but we were better throughout the game. We didn't give them easy shots.
Yeah, they gave us a hard time with that. Extra pressure in the second half, but still.
Yeah, when they moved the big guy out front instead of keeping him down low, all of a sudden
by them.
It's hard to pass the ball.
Yeah, I used to have a kid when I coached 8th grade that was 6'4" with a long wingspan. That's what I did. I put him out there, and you can't.
That's a smart coach.
It just makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, the Warriors won it tonight. Despite the stats, they won 36-28 over Northwood and go to 3-1 on this season now. And they'll go to Central Noble on Saturday night to take on the Central Noble Cougars in another Northeast Corner Conference matchup. Their second of the year. They beat Cherubusco last Friday. So glad you could join us tonight. Once again, the final score was 36-28. Westview wins it. I want to thank everyone that was a part of this tonight. Jamie Miller on color. Our engineer tonight was Jeremy Anderson. And Dan Byler on stats. Tonight's game was brought to you by Weaver Furniture Sale, who is our game sponsor this year. Also by J&R Solutions, our pregame show sponsor. Our halftime sponsor, Pizza Depot in Millersburg and soon to be in Middlebury. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place and the Shipshewana Antique Auction in Shipshewana, Hyde Auto Body on US 20 West in LaGrange, Yoder Crossroads located south of Shipshewana. Also Emma Warehouse, Tiffany's Restaurant over in Topeka, by Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 in Shipshewana. Freedom Finish Works over in Topeka, Shipshe Automotive Service. They thrive by focusing on fast, high-quality auto service repair. Also, your local creative services provider, LaGwana. Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, located directly across from the Topeka Sale Barn on East Lake Street. Jerry Standard in Middlebury. And Southwind Flooring, featuring carpet, hardwood, laminate, tile, natural stone, and LVT, and area rugs on 1000 West in Shipshewana. Tonight's game has been a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. That'll do it for tonight. Good night, everyone.